Ethereum lately. There's a new kid in town. Everybody loves them, don't they? And it's making gains, and it's much cheaper than your gas fees. Welcome, people, to another episode of the Suppoman Show. Here with me, the Suppoman. In today's episode, we are going to be going through hidden gems, right? I want us to front run the narrative. I want us to be able to get into cryptocurrencies ahead of the curve. And I want to be providing you with cryptocurrencies that could be making you massive gains in this market. If you've woken up today, you may have seen that the Binance cryptocurrencies. Now, we have been talking about this. We have been talking about that Uniswap is far too expensive at the moment. And Ethereum seems to be a blockchain that's way too congested for the everyman to enter into DeFi. So we talked about Binance Coin, and now the Binance coins, Binance Smart Chain coins, are absolutely thriving right now. We need to front run the trends in order to be able to make gains. Because it doesn't matter how crap they are, these Binance Smart Chain coins, doesn't matter what they are going up because the speculative value is incredibly high at the moment. So if you are excited to learn what these gems are, then make sure that you smash the like. If you haven't noticed, we are in a new home. We are no longer broadcasting on the old Suppoman channel with 134,000 subscribers. Now we have 3,000. So if you want to keep up to date with what's going on, this is the new home. Make sure that you subscribe to the Suppoman. Now, bear with me 1 second whilst I just pull up YouTube and just put it over here so that I can see who's in the chat. Oh, shite. There we are. Who's in the chat? So, who have we got in the house? We have got Patrick Stock, Daniel T, Harry Potter, Lindsay Gardner, Martin, Samuel, Conrad, Ray, Sarah, Peter, Dominic, Canna Startup, Robocop's here, Luis Carlos, Cosmin, Alexander, Brian. Now, if you wouldn't mind, make sure that you share this out as well. Make sure that you share this out if you can. That would be very, very helpful. Bear with me a second. Just need to... There we are. Now we're back. So, people, before we move on to the hidden gems, let's talk about what's happening with Bitcoin and the narrative that this provides to DeFi. So, essentially, the narrative that this provides to the DeFi space is that Bitcoin manages to go up. It therefore takes a little bit of share from the altcoin season's ability and upwards trajectory. It takes a little bit away from the upward surge, and the some of the money and interest goes back to Bitcoin. And that, to me, signals greater elasticity for altcoins to jump. So the better Bitcoin does, i.e. it doesn't correct, doesn't have a severe correction and goes right down, the better it does, then the higher altcoins do. Because the fact of the matter is that whilst the altcoins are continuously hitting all-time highs, they can continue to hit all-time highs by essentially Bitcoin going much higher. So that is what this is doing for the altcoin market at the moment. So what's happening with Bitcoin is that it's in very strong territory at the moment. It is slightly overbought, which is never the best thing. However, the bulls are definitely in control right now. So once this calms down, I imagine that even more focus will go to the altcoin market. But I think it's pretty fair to say that Bitcoin and Ethereum are the leaders and are absolutely they're at new all-time highs. They're at new all-time highs, people. 54,500, nearly 2,000 for Ethereum. But look who is at number 3, Binance Coin. This is an unbelievable rise. Right? Binance has been given this new wave, this fresh breed of investors, a new wave of interest, a new wave of cash injection. of people wanting to get into Binance cryptocurrencies, Binance Smart Chain cryptocurrencies. And that means that it feeds Binance in a very similar way that ICOs and DeFi and NFT has fed Ethereum and allowed Ethereum to surge to number 2 and be the number 2 for a few years now. Now Binance has gotten this new wave of interest. It is now one of the top 3. It's one of the top 3. And who's next? That is what we are going to be covering in this episode also. There are going to be hidden gems all over the place. So you got to make sure that you watch this, all of this, as much as you can, all the way through to the end. So let's have a look at the watch lists. How are we doing? So we're at a 1.67 trillion market cap. 60% Bitcoin dominance. I imagine that over the course of this bull run, it's going to get whittled down to around about 35%, 35 to 40%. Over time, I think that's what's going to happen. And that it will be towards the end of the bull market. All right, so let's have a look at the God tier coins, see what's doing the best today. So Solana, look at this. I remember when we were talking about this at $1.90, it's now $11. Serum having a brilliant day. And Serum, like I told you, literally 3 weeks ago, Serum, or 2 weeks ago, Serum is one of the top dexes, right? That is a dex that is looking to overtake Uniswap. Bitmax token, 47 cents, just doesn't stop. And this is another exchange getting a huge amount of relevance because of DeFi. Injective Dash, 315. So many people have been saying, oh, Dash, that's not going to outlast the DeFi, the DeFi trend. Dash and privacy coins are all yesterday coins. They're all going to be phased out. Wrong. Dash is doing incredibly well. It's 3x in the past few weeks. Chainlink, $34. Neo, $50. What did I tell you, people? For those who thought that Neo was dead, I told you that they are gaining relevance because of Neo 3.0. Polkadot, $33. Some of these prices are just literally so incredible to comprehend at the moment. Linear has had a little bit of a calm down, I believe. Having said that, I think that Linear has had a huge trajectory recently, and that is the reason why it's having a little bit of calmness now, because it's been going up tremendously the past few months. Let's have a look at the microcap DeFi plays, and I got some more of these lists to share with you. It's very important you know about them. So Berry Data is the best one. This is now just outside of the microcap gems now. I should pretty much take this out because microcap is basically 50 million and below. So that needs to go out. Chi, result of pow. So basically, Chi token is the gas token for 1 inch. Doing really well. Space Swap. This is on Binance Smart Chain. That's doing incredibly well. 88 miles an hour. Rigel. EasyFi had a fantastic growth yesterday because the BTC pair, the EasyFi BTC pair was added onto Binance. APY Finance still holding strong. Plasma still holding strong as well. And also Fire Protocol. And that's going to become relevant very soon. So what's going on at the moment? What is happening, people? What is the main narrative? If you're watching YouTubers that talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum, you are missing all the depth in the market. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're just the tip of the iceberg. But if you really want to get into the juicy detail and get into you want to just get into the beauty of an apple, you bite into it and you just get right on the inside towards the pips. That is in the altcoin space, people. So what is happening in the altcoin space? So basically what you can see here, the top decentralized exchanges. Uniswap has been number 1 for a long, long time. Now we have got PancakeSwap and we've got Venus. These are both Binance Smart Chain dexes, right? And they are caning the dexes right now. They're caning Uniswap, they're caning SushiSwap, caning 1 inch. They're ripping apart the whole dex space, people. And it was to be expected. It was only a matter of time because of how gas fees have just been increasing. As I have been talking about, the DeFi coins coming up on the Ethereum blockchain, then essentially this has been leading to demand going even more to Uniswap and the gas fees just becoming higher. So now the pressure is being lifted with Binance Smart Chain. So I have now come up with a new list, people. And I'm going to now share that with you. So this new list, first of all, is Suppoman's Binance Smart Chain DeFi microcap plays. So these are Binance cryptocurrencies. Now you will see that pretty much the ship has partially sailed on a lot of these. Okay, so the opportunity was a bit earlier. In some cases, it's not necessarily the end of the opportunity. You know, like with Cryptos, for instance. Now, if you are wanting to know what are the top performing DeFi cryptocurrencies on Binance Smart Chain, then what you have to do is you have to go to DeFi Station. Okay, so this is like DeFi Pulse, but for Binance. All right, so this shows you the amount locked up, the total value locked up in DeFi on Binance Smart Chain. All right, now you can use this, or you can further use the BSC scan token tracker to see where the volume is going, the percentage increase in market cap for the Binance cryptocurrencies. As you can see, they are flying off the shelves at the moment. So anyway, yes, so DeFi Station, this is where you are going to find a lot of the cryptocurrencies that you need to be paying attention to right now. A lot of the DeFi or the DEXs, the lending platforms. This is where the opportunity is. And the funny thing is that some of these, I looked at these like 2 weeks ago. Some of these I would never have ordinarily have invested in. Okay, so I'm going to show you this one, Thugs Finance, right? Now, Thugs has basically gone up like 400% in the last week. All right, now Thugs, inside of it, I mean, look at the volume, just 309,000, but it's just making, it just doesn't matter, basically. But just look at this. This is not the kind of thing I look at. This to me looks like it doesn't scream professionalism. It doesn't scream to me, we are a serious DeFi business. But simply because they are utilizing Binance Smart Chain, they're thriving, right? So let's just have a look on BSC scan. Let's have a look and see how some of the percentages. So cheesemaker.farm, DeFi Swap Exchange, 260% today. QBX 166, Bakery Token 140, AnySwap, which I brought to you the other day, and this is basically utilizing swaps on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, the Fusion blockchain, and also Binance. So AnySwap is actually thriving based on any of the chains that it supports. Keeper 3R, Burger Swap, Thugs, just look at the percentages. This is where the opportunity now is, right? So although they have gone up massively in the last 24 hours, I think this could be, I don't think that this particular trend has finished yet. So bear with me, let me just, actually it's not going to be very easy to do. How do I do it? I don't actually know how I do it because wait, hold on. Because I need to get this through to you somehow, right? So let me try this. I'm gonna open up a new window. The problem with Macs. In the meantime, people, don't forget also that I would be looking to... Oh, hold on. People saying didn't get a notification. I am going to be looking to chat with you very, very shortly. And I'm going to also be taking your questions and any particular... to chat with you. Oh, bear with me. I'm going to be open to questions and any particular shouts that you have got. So let me just... Shut up. Let me just get the listable so that you can add this. And there is another one, by the way, but I'm going to leave that just a little bit, just so that we've got a little something to work with, just so we're kind of teasing. So there is the list for the Binance Smart Chain microcaps. And a lot of them, despite the growth, are still microcaps. And some of them have not even grown yet. So let's just have a look at the bottom of the table. So Cryptos has grown quite a lot, but this has stabilized somewhat. Now, if we have a look at Cryptos, let's just bring DeFi Station over here. If we have a look at Cryptos, this is the number 4 highest value locked on the platform. Okay, so that is currently on a red, so it could be a good place to get in. Bounce Token is a $41 million market cap. This has only gone up 5% today and 25% over the week. So let's just have a look at Bounce Finance, because this has not really grown massively. Decentralized auction protocol. Bounce provides a competitive swap environment to unlock the potential of open finance. Live on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Use cases, competitive swaps. So OTC trade swaps, initial token offering, NFT auctions. Okay, so essentially you are able to invest in token sales from Bounce Finance, auctions from NFT auctions on Bounce Finance, and also just conduct your own liquidity, your own token swaps. Now, backed by Blockchain Capital, I've heard of those guys, so that does not seem too bad. So Bounce looks like it's relatively strong. It's not as low a cap as I'd like it to be, and it's also one of those $1,000 individual cryptocurrencies, which I'm not a massive fan on. I hate that it always goes right back to the god tier coins as a default. Joule Swap's doing well. Again, not a fan of the branding. The volume is 639, but again, this gives it an opportunity for the volume to keep on improving and increasing, potentially over the 1,000. It's not looking strong, but it is showing signs of increase. Goose Finance was one that came up in my mastermind group the other day. It wasn't actually my shout. This came up and it was about $20, $30, and look at it, it's really increased. Now, Goose Finance is essentially almost like a copy and paste job of Pancake Swap. If you have a look at it, the design is almost exactly the same, but the total value locked is immense. And there seems to be a lot of farming going on in here. And those that got in earlier, the better. Now, the thing is with these platforms, this is the modern day masternode. Okay, this is the way of earning passive income. And the earlier you get in, the better. Right? That is what's so great and what's so sticky about these DeFi platforms. And the earlier you get in, the better it is. The better farming you can do. The less people are getting involved in liquidity pools, the better rewards you're getting. Okay, so that gives you an indication of why you need to kind of get into these early. You do need to do your due diligence. You do need to understand what audits have taken place, what code amendments have taken place to make it safe. Now, I've looked, and these guys have been making code amendments from their transition of it being Pancake Swap, essentially, to make it safe from rug pulls. Okay, so this looks like it's still early stage. If we have a look, it's 1.7 million market cap, so it's still early stage. And look at the volume, 42 million. Utterly insane. So that just shows you this is now the opportunity. This is where the opportunity kind of lies. Now, there is another one that is not on this list, and I wanted to present that one to you. Again, this is one that you need to do your due diligence on, and I have not personally gotten involved, but I thought I would tell you about it anyway. Now, this actually came up in my chat the other day, and it is this one here, Ape Swap, right? Now, this has just grown humongously. This is still only a $12 million market cap, 5 million supply, and there is $23 million worth of value locked. And I think one of the big reasons why is because of the APY. The APY is just utterly insane. Now, I think the other day this was about 5,000. So it's decreasing slightly the more popular it is getting. But as you can see, this and Goose Swap, Goose Finance, they're pretty much exactly the same. Only this one, only this one you can't find on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. So it's going out there relatively unknown. So let's just have a look at this. So Ape Swap transaction volume reaches 33 million in 4 days. So this is a little article about Ape Swap decentralized finance application running on Binance Smart Chain, exploding both user activity and transaction volume just 4 days after its official launch. The project went live on the 13th of February 2021 and has since got 33 million in transaction volume. That's unbelievable. Like, talking with EasyFi, I found out they had 45 million locked up in the first week of running, and then they went down to about 1 million. So for something that is hardly out there, for 33 million in transaction volume shows you this is growing and growing and growing. And it already depends. The health of Binance-related yield farming protocols relies on the longevity of Binance. But Binance is like a big deal. Yeah, Binance has been tried and tested, been around since 2017. It's got CZ, one of the big celebrities in cryptocurrency. They're kind of a big deal. I don't think it's going to be a short-lived spike of Binance Smart Chain DeFi cryptocurrencies. And I think it only bodes well for some of the ones that are coming up. Lindsay says, still no super chats. No super chats. Basically, I need to get up to a certain level of hours watched. So it's all just things that you have to go through in when you start up a new channel. I kind of enjoy it, I've got to be honest. You know, it's a good opportunity for people to be seen equally. I kind of like the super chats because it allows me to kind of see the more quality shouts, bit more detail behind them, rather than somebody just saying "4tube" or somebody just saying "injective" or something like that. So yeah. So anyway, yes. So that one's doing really well. Yeah. So the best thing that you can do, I mean, what I have done is I have put into this list essentially the lower cap cryptocurrencies for the Binance list anyway. I have put in some of the lower cap cryptocurrencies in here. And I got this information essentially both from DeFi Station, because some of these have really got like Spartan Protocol, Venus, Auto Farm. They're huge now. They're not micro caps anymore. So what I've tried to do is I have tried to put into this list the ones that are still micro cap, the ones that still have the potential growth from being very, very low valued cryptocurrencies. Now I've gotten that list from a DeFi Station and also from Binance themselves, because they are putting their own money, Binance is putting their own money into helping these blockchain projects being built on Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so 100 million accelerator fund round. So they are working with Bounce, which I've just added on there. Any Swap, Bakery Swap, obviously Pancake Swap, and Proxima. So I've added those onto the list. Okay, so that should be a relatively good quality list to be able to do a little bit more due diligence from, basically. I'll go on to the shouts in fact, I might just go on to it now. Super, can you do a dedicated linear video? I do plan to. The thing is that at the moment, the opportunity is so big for the general market that I don't want to do it by just literally focusing on one cryptocurrency, because that takes focus away. And at the moment, this is a very agile, fast-moving market. I don't really want people to miss out on opportunities, because I should have done this list earlier. I mean, I know that I informed of the narrative. The narrative was moving. The narrative's very fast moving in DeFi, you know. And I think that the bigger, I said it in my last live stream, that the bigger the problem, and the problem at the moment is Uniswap and gas fees. Okay, the bigger the problem, the more there is a want for the solution, and the solution has definitely been Binance Smart Chain. But there is a new narrative that I want us to front run, okay? And that is what we need to be doing. Lena is on Binance Smart Chain. The only problem is it's not actually a micro cap anymore, so I guess it doesn't come onto this list. should we sell Ethereum-based gems for Binance-based gems? I can't tell you what you want to do. What I am informing you of is that the opportunity is opening out for Binance Smart Chain. And I'm going to be telling you about another opportunity that is coming out right now to front-run the gains being made in DeFi. All right? Because I think that at the moment there's too much emphasis on Bitcoin and Ethereum or Ethereum-based DeFi projects, not enough on the greater pie, I suppose. I baked you a pie. And I think that one of the reasons why, if we look in the microcap DeFi plays, there's quite a lot of red. There is quite a lot of red in the DeFi plays. And the reason why is because most of these are either Ethereum-based or Polkadot-based. But either way, they kind of have been exploiting the narrative recently. It's not to say it's the end of the narrative. I believe that most of these really good microcap coins are going to continue growth. But if you're wanting the explosive growth goes into front running the narrative, because the narrative is going to happen either way. So the next narrative is as follows. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys actually in the chat, what do you think the next narrative is? Are you invested in BS6 pooling? No, I'm not. BS6. That is what I call centralized exchanges, SEX, not CEX. Thoughts about DAO Ventures? Think DAO Ventures is really... I talked about it in my last video. I think that DAO Ventures looks really exciting, actually. NFTs? No, NFTs is happening right now. Snow Swap, I think, is very, very promising, actually. I think it's one of the branded... Like, I have not seen a single YouTuber, like big YouTuber anyway, talking about Ape Swap and Goose Finance, for instance, or Bakery Swap or any of these. They kind of are concentrating on Snow Swap. And I think that just because of the relevance from what the influencers are saying, I think that it's doing well. Insurance, yes, but not as explosive, no. Yes, somebody has got it. Somebody has got it. Right, okay. So, Cayman, if you are right on the money. Okay, so, I believe, and this has been exemplified by a cryptocurrency I covered merely a few days ago. Fire Protocol. Okay, now Fire Protocol was literally about 25 cents just the other day, and it has exploded to 84 cents. Why? Because we front ran the narrative. Okay, I brought you the information that helps you front run the narrative. So essentially, I believe that the next chain that is going, the next blockchain that is going to be the reason why certain cryptocurrencies explode is Huobi Ecochain. Okay, now this is going to do two things. Think about what has happened as a result of the Binance Smart Chain and the cryptocurrencies that are exploding right now. It is taking attention away from Ethereum and putting it into Binance. That is why Binance is currently the third most valued cryptocurrency. Now, what is the cryptocurrency that is behind Huobi Ecochain? It is the Huobi Token. Okay, so the Huobi Token sits at the center, the nucleus of the ecosystem for the Huobi Ecochain. Right? So, I believe that by front-running this narrative, Huobi is going to be the next one to spike, not necessarily as high as Binance. I mean, if you think about it, like Huobi Token is around about only 12x cheaper than, look at it, shooting up. Huobi Token, and so you can see the beginnings, people are trying to front run it. You can see it, right? People are trying to be one step ahead of the curve, right? So Huobi Token is 12x cheaper than Binance. So I don't expect it to do a 12x from its current point, but I do think this is going to be the fuel for the Huobi ecosystem. All right? So, TPS-wise, it completely outshines Ethereum and Bitcoin and is going to be the next fast-performing DeFi transaction layer. Right? So, similar to what Huobi has, to what Binance has. So Binance has DeFi Station, Right? This shows you, if you had looked at this list 2 weeks ago and just speculatively put money into the cryptocurrencies on here, bang. The massive increases that you're seeing today, you would have been able to capitalize on. So with Huobi, they have got this one, which is DeFi Box. Okay, so as you can see, look, 2.62 billion is currently locked up on Huobi, based or HECO, should I say, HECO, which is Huobi Ecological Chain. So that is where the money is currently starting to get locked up. So if we have a look at DeFi Station, it's 11.25. We have a look at DeFiBox.com, it's 2.6. So that is what? 5x less value. And that shows you two things. This is growing at the moment. This has not even exploited the narrative properly. There are going to be way more projects launching on Binance Smart Chain. So this hasn't even started to grow really. And yeah, on DeFi Box, you can see that the opportunity is even earlier, and there is much less transaction value locked up. And there are all of these various different cryptocurrencies in here that you probably have never heard of. Any swap you'll have heard of, but all of the others you probably never would have heard of, like Circle Swap or Token Swap or Nerve Network and MDEX, right? You probably have never heard of some of these. So I have taken the liberty once again to actually putting together a list for you guys to be able to oh, and also another thing to say is that Huobi have not even properly launched yet. Bear with me. They haven't properly launched this yet. So mainnet live 80 days. It's so recent. So this just shows you again the earliness of the opportunity. So I have put together a list of the low cap cryptocurrency. Certainly they look like low caps, most of these as well. It's annoying because on CoinMarketCap doesn't tend to have a lot of the data on here. So other than Huobi, which I've put on here literally just as a reminder of what powers the network, I have put in here the other cryptocurrencies you may want to look at. And I imagine, because I looked 2 weeks ago at DeFi Station, I looked at I hate to point them out, but thugs.fi. I looked at them and I just thought to myself, this isn't gonna go anywhere. Right? It's just junk. Yeah? I thought that. Right? And it went up anyway, just purely because of the narrative. Okay, so with this particular list, some of these are red. Okay, so just like what I saw the other week with thugs, and I thought, well, some of these are probably not going to go up. I think they will go up. All right, I think they're probably going to go up massively. So let me just share this one with you as well. So I'm going to put this into the chat box now. And bang. There you go. Now you can add this one to your list too. So yeah, so there's some good ones in here actually. Having looked, there's some good ones in here. MDEX I should not have in here actually. I think that MDEX is I think that might be like 200 million, I think. So it might be a bit high. AnySwap's continuing to do really well right now. So let's have a look at one. Let's have a look at Nerve Network, for instance. So this has got really low volume at the moment. I think because it's relatively unknown, right? I think you would only really want to look for Nerve Network. Look, it's pretty much stagnant. Has been, for this has been out during the almost entire DeFi spike. But given that there's been almost no energy concentrated on Huobi, this has not really gotten anywhere. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So Lightning Network, thousands of transactions per second, convenient. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of this. Thousands of TPS, seconds confirmation without any real grammar. Multiple mainstream assets, docking nerve, multi-chain interworking, which I believe means basically cross-chain compatibility. Mature nulls microservice architecture. This is built out of nulls running on Huobi. Heterogeneous cross-chain lightning network, universal cross-chain protocol, DeFi infrastructure. That's pretty terrible. Okay, this is a shit example. Okay, let's just take that one off. That's naff. It's no wonder this is... How is 20 million? I have no idea. Do you think Uniswap is dead? Pancake seems to be taking over. I don't think it's dead, but I think that it is suffering at the moment through lack of scalability. You know, a bit like Ethereum. But having said that, you know, Ethereum for years has been a congested blockchain network, and it's never really killed it. So I don't think that Uniswap is going to die, but what I do think is that they need to scale up quick. Uniswap is definitely the most well-known exchange. Like PancakeSwap is getting up there. You know, CZ really heavily promoted it yesterday. I think he was just proud to say, essentially, that, you know, we are outperforming Uniswap. You know, we are. This is an example of Binance Smart Chain capability. So I think that, you know, I think that Uniswap is not dead, but I think that it just needs to. It needs to be more scalable for sure. We've spoken about Falcon Swap before. Right, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to you guys. What questions have you got? What do you want us to look at? So any thoughts on Rubik? So let me have a look at Rubik. 27 million market cap. 2 million volumes, pretty good. So let's have a look and see what this is. So Rubik Exchange. I bet this is going to try and connect to my wallet now. So this is running on Binance Smart Chain. Matic. Uniswap 1 inch. Okay, so it seems like it looks as if 1 inch will definitely have these guys on their, you know, the routes that your swap can take. So that's good. So that gives it some visibility. So it's not really a surprise then that this has got, you know, 2 million. So it's 6% down at the moment. Let me have a look and see who's invested in these guys. By the way, people, how are we doing for likes? How are we doing on the like situation? So we got 351. Oh, not bad. 150. So people, if you wouldn't mind, just basically just smash the like if you love being kept abreast of the key areas of the DeFi space and the altcoin space and being able to front run the trend. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, let us not forget. Right, okay, so let me just have a look and see who's gotten into Rubik, if anyone. Because Rubik looks quite strong. 27 million market cap. It's a little bit higher than what I'd want, but it looks like it's quite strong, to be fair. It looks like it's got plenty of room to grow from its current point, given the partnerships it has. No actual whales. Or at least it doesn't look as if it is. Let's have a look. Oops. Rubik. Let's have a look and see if there's anything on here. Is it safe to use? I think that's probably the key question we want to know. Qcoin token. I'm not a big fan of Qcoin, to be fair. Multi-chain DeFi platform Rubik organizes DeFi services to enable a project to create, manage, and trade tokens in one place. Add multi-chain peer-to-peer trades to existing services. Develop other products such as liquidity pools. Make it simple and user-friendly. Each blockchain has its own advantages. Not much. Look at that. 1.1 star. Look at their self-created comments. Stay away, it's a scam. Eastern European mafias in this project. Take the hype and run away. Uniswap will be the... is what DeFi needs. They do sound a little bit made up, to be fair. Sounds like a company trying to, you know, do on TripAdvisor or something, like putting really good reviews or something. Seems to be a sleeping dragon. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's see if there's a better write-up on Rubik. Solving the scalability issue. I think that is really what we want to be focusing on. That's the narrative. Rubik's decentralized peer-to-peer platform. The users to make deals on their own terms, share and generate income. Operations and transactions in Rubik are secure and transparent. Cross-chain software. Complete list of services. Trading, participate in pools. I guess that's where the liquidity comes from. Users can make an instant swap, limit order. Smart contracts and executing swaps. Interface creating and managing transactions. Blockchain event scanner. Low-cost swap creation. The service is currently only available on Ethereum. This means that there will be over 100,000 tokens available for exchange. How long ago was this done? Oh, September. Well, they seem to have moved on from just Ethereum if they've got Matic and Binance Smart Chain. So anything else? It looks okay, actually. It looks like it's relatively early as well. I don't see anything special about it necessarily, even though it's got good partnerships. Anything else? Berry data. Yep, that is the Binance chain link, which has now just come out of a. Have we got any other suggestions? When market correction? It is coming. I am pretty sure it's coming. Oh, we're on all-time high forever. This is the highest Bitcoin has ever been. 54,900 peeps. Absolutely ridiculous. I wonder if Ethereum's going to hit 2,000. So we're currently at near all-time high for Ethereum as well. Thoughts on Terra? Yeah, it seems like a pretty legit NFT platform. You look at EcoFi. Right, okay. That sounds interesting. EcoFi. Is that on here? No. Is it on CoinGecko? I've looked at B Pro already, Mr. Redder. Okay, EcoFi. It's not there either. That's annoying. Right, let's have a look and see what EcoFi is. See if this gives us any info. Easy DeFi. How is Car Vertical Sherry? Sherry isn't from Car Vertical. She was from Bitcar. Bitcar died. Is this it? Ecofi.fr? Doesn't look like it. Easy DeFi. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Let me just have a look and see if we can find EcoFi. Because if they're working with Matic, then that could be interesting. Sushi's popped already. EcoFi blockchain. Blah, blah, blah. So wait a minute. So if these articles were written in October, why isn't it out yet? Omi. Right, okay. Let me have a look at Omi. Oh, EcoMai. Stupid. Oh, what was the other one? Easy DeFi. Let's have a look at that then. Easy. Price target for Nexo. Gosh knows. Haven't even looked yet, but I think the Nexo have not yet smashed it, in all honesty. Multi-chain non-custodial crypto wallet. Good time to enter Umbrella. I'll have a look in a minute. Let's swap this to English. Hoi. I'm English. Block. Click allow it. No, I ain't going to do that. I don't want to, like, allow... So I don't want to get stupid notifications. Right, dead. Forget it. Not going to bother with that one. Anything else? Umbrella. Let's have a look at Umbrella then. Umbrella. Umbrella Network. Umbrella Network is tasty, I've got to say. And I think that what we are experiencing, this current dip, I think this is just this is experiencing it in tandem with the current surge in Binance coins. I think that's literally what it is. It's a cool down day today, like for a lot of the Ethereum based or Polkadot based cryptocurrencies. I say that because they've all been doing really well so far. They've all been mooning. And I think it's just a correction for them. It's like a sub correction within the cryptocurrency market. What do you think about Seal? Don't know. Not seen them in God knows how long. Would you invest into Cake and BNB now? No, I wouldn't. I'd probably invest into Goose, but I wouldn't invest into Cake. I wouldn't bother. Just seems like the opportunity's gone for Cake personally. Lava Swap, yes. Yeah, Lava Swap. Let me just have a quick look at that then. Because that is in my list. And I did have a look at this earlier. So Lava Swap is up 10%. Let's have a quick look. Only 40,000 volume, so it shows you again how small the opportunity is. So this has been done. Wait, let me just show you. What's the name of it? Is it Cool Text? Right, look, right. Look, lava. Look at that, right? That has been that is essentially what is making up Lava Swap right now. That font, right, which you get for free, right? So it just shows you just how ridiculous it is. So if we have a look at have a look in here. Lava, where is Lava? There it is. Lava is number 2. 68.77 million. 68.77 million locked up in Lava Swap. And yet, it looks like... I mean, it looks like this. So it just shows you, really, doesn't it? It just shows you. Look at that. It shows you it's pure it's just speculation. It's like stuff being, clean and professional. That doesn't matter. What matters is we are DeFi, we are Binance Smart Chain, or Huobi, invest in us. Are you chilling Bitcoin again? Don't know what you're on about. Contentos, storage solution. It's a bit shit. Let's have a look. Front. Let's have a look at Front then. My understanding is that Front has been recently shilled by what's his name? BitBoy. So I'm hesitant to get involved at this stage. It's already blown up to 100 million market cap. So what is the point? You want to use cryptocurrency. You want to use the market to front run narratives, microcaps to front run the narratives. Don't bother getting in after. Like people would have jumped in at this point, all the way up. He would have jumped in. This dived now. Like the higher up you get, the more towards the top of a spike you get in, the higher the risk. Doesn't mean the spike's always going to end, but. This is 224 million in volume. Let's have a look at Frontier ZYX. I think I looked at this the other day. A chain agnostic DeFi aggregation layer. For what though? Like for yield farming, price discovery. To date, we have added support for DeFi on Ethereum, Binance, Band, Carver, Harmony via Staffy. Yeah, we looked at this the other day. Core mission is to bring the essential pieces of DeFi to users across whichever platforms they want. Live on mainnet. I think they got added to Binance yesterday as well, didn't they? So I think the opportunity's gone for this. This would have been better to get into much lower. Thoughts on Function X? I'd have to look into it. Like, I'm not really that keen on the Pundy X anymore, gotta say. I think they kind of just let the community down somewhat. Too late to invest in BNB and Cake? No, it's not too late. Like, it all depends on your risk profile. If you're looking for low risk, low reward, then it's fine. It's absolutely fine doing that. APY Swap. APY Swap. Yeah, they have got strong investors actually. APY Swap have I know that they've got Genesis block. Let's have a look. APY Swap. They look really good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of this. Achieves the API Swap is a protocol for the decentralized exchange of shares of tokenized vaults. It achieves this through the creation of a layer 2 blockchain where users can trustlessly swap accounts and assets from multiple layer 1 blockchains, including Ethereum, Polkadot, and Binance Smart Chain. Problems: protocol security risk. I wouldn't say that's the biggest problem. This is the biggest problem. Technical barrier. Simplifies yield farming, reduces its cost for users. Yeah, this looks really good. Backed by NGC, Genesis block. Kairos I see every now and again. But yeah, they look sweet. Let's have a look and see if there's any other little bits. Let's go into Polkastarter on March the 2nd. Whitelist begins on the 22nd. So what's that? 4 days time. Yeah, I think that it's worth getting a bit of this. They've got good venture capitalists. It's multi-chain, scalable DeFi. Like it a lot. Decentar, junk. Oh no, Decentar isn't bad actually, but I think it's already rocketed. Do we have hope for Umbrella AMD? What the hell's AMD? I don't really know. I don't know what that is. Razer, yeah, definitely. Razer, I think, are forging partnerships, launch staking, so they're doing really well. FSW, what's FSW? Oh, is that what is FSW? Is that Falcon Swap or Fast Swap? Falcon Swap, yeah. Again, Falcon Swap. I think today is just purely a little bit of a dip day. Fast Swap has actually been mooning lately. Where are we on the... Oh, yeah, good question. Good question. I have been looking at this every day, people, so don't you worry. Like, essentially... Let me just... take that off. I have been looking at this every day, and you don't have to worry. Like, we are not even close yet. I don't think we're going to get there till about 65, 70k, like I said the other day. I think that will be the potential beginning of it. And then I think we're going to go right down. I think we're going to have like 2 parts. I genuinely think this could happen. I genuinely think we could hit the blue. Because of the rate at which Bitcoin's going up lately. Yeah, 55k. Look at that. It just goes up parabolically, up parabolically. It's just on an absolute tear. So I do think that there's going to be a part 1 euphoria stage, and I think it's going to go down a bit. So I personally am taking some profits at this stage. Not all the profits, not going out of all my positions. What do you think about Dodo? Dodo, I again think this has already mooned way too much. It's a maniac on your fool. How's this doing then? Is Berry Data still at the top? It's just stopped working. Here we go. Butterfly Protocol. 58 cents. What the hell's happened to Butterfly Protocol? See, initially, with Butterfly Protocol, I did not see much utility in this. Like, people were saying Umbrella versus Butterfly. Definitely Umbrella. But I think that crypto domains are NFTs, essentially. So this is both an innovative area of cryptocurrency and it's NFT. So I'm surprised this has tanked so dramatically. Could be a point at which to get in. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. Flashstake, I think, last time I had a look at Flashstake, this... Oh, it's not on here, is it? Flashstake has actually... it's just not really gone anywhere. I think that is a narrative that is going to go. It's a little bit like when people said, "Oh, you know, why isn't EasyFi going up?" Same thing. It's just waiting to be picked up. New to crypto. Should I buy Ethereum now or wait? Well, again, it depends really. It depends on because you know there is the risk. The higher up, you know, Ethereum and Bitcoin go without any form of correction, there's a risk of a correction. So what I would say is that you would literally be buying Ethereum at its most expensive. So you could, the technicals is indicating it's a buy. However, I would always recommend that at this point, if you really wanted to get some exposure, because you never know, this could go up to 2,500 and it could keep going. We may not have the correction that we expect simply because of the buoyancy of the markets right now. But I do anticipate a correction, in which case I would personally wait. ETH's undervalued, honestly. I think that's subject to opinion. Meter is the best layer 2 scaling for Ethereum. It's not. The best layer 2 scaling is plasma scaling or ZK rollups. Can BNB 10x from here? Yeah, it could. Yeah, and I think it probably will. So what is your prediction for the bull run path? What do you mean? I think that there's going to be a correction at some... There has to be. And there always is. But I think the mother of all corrections will happen at the end of the bull run. I think that will spark the end of the bull run. I think it'll all come tumbling down in around about autumn or fall. Do you think Suppoman Farm will be a smash hit? I do think so, yes. I do think so, just purely because of the hype surrounding it at the moment. Like, everybody's talking about it. Yeah, somebody asked earlier what I think of Dodo. I thought it was strong ages ago. Like, I just think that, yeah, 10x, 20x is good, but 100x, 50x to 100x is what I'd be looking for. And I should really love Dodo because my mother was from Mauritius, and the Dodo is native to Mauritius. So, anyway. Super OVR, yeah. Let's have a look at OVR actually. The virtual reality NFT. This has held strong. It has got up to 42. It's corrected slightly, but this was what 20 cents the other day, 22 cents. Ape Swap doing really well, yeah. I quite like Ape Swap. You have to tread with a little bit of caution with the likes of Goose Swap and Ape Swap. You can't actually see the price of Ape Swap in CoinMarketCap or the other one. It's growing slowly. There was another one actually. Bear with me just 1 second. There was another one I was looking at. It literally came out like yesterday, I think. Let me have a look. I was looking for it earlier. By the way, people, if anybody ever comes across a DeFi cryptocurrency with a emphasis on pensions, please let me know. Because honestly, I really do need to find that one. Let's have a look. There's a cryptocurrency I was looking at earlier. I don't want to... that's it. Is it on here? Big night. How's this doing now? Yeah, this had a major correction. Now, this came out yesterday. It's a Binance Smart Chain cryptocurrency. Let me just research this with you. Okay, because I wanted to have a look at this. Yeah, so it came out yesterday. Let's check it out. I think it had its major spike yesterday, and now it's since corrected. And then when I looked earlier, invest into the future of decentralized yield distribution. 8% instant redistribution of IGN to all holders of Ignite. Introducing a new standard for decentralized yield generation. We apply an 8% fee to each transaction. This will then be split amongst all holders of Ignite. The fees are distributed automatically by the smart contract. Will reflect instantly in the holder's balance. Instant ROI, no stake required. Just have to be a hodler of this. So they've got all of this to come. All of this to come. Let's have a look and see how many they've got on the social. Not a massive fan of this. Doesn't look very professional. 1,255. It's not that bad. Let's have a look on their Twitter. Probably got like 50 followers or something. I don't like that. That looks terrible. Bear with me. Let me just see that question. That looked like a good question. Let's say I have 5k in various projects. What should I do to recalibrate my portfolio? Have about 50% in Bitcoin. So you've got 50% Bitcoin. So 2,500 split across altcoins. What should I do to recalibrate my portfolio? Well, it depends really. It depends on your risk profile. So it depends on if you are happy to speculate on cryptocurrencies of low cap value to be able to accumulate more of a higher cap. So essentially the strategy is that you can either just go straight slap bang. This is the kind of low risk profile strategy, would be to invest in, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Polkadot, Cardano, Uniswap perhaps, and some of the other stronger ones like V Chain Neo, and that is your like low risk portfolio. The other strategy, and there is a strategy in the middle as well, but the other strategy is to have like, let's say 1,000, like a fifth of fifth of your portfolio. Is that right? Yeah, fifth of your portfolio. I put that 1,000 into high risk, potential high reward cryptocurrencies before they've spiked, and then use that to actually get, let's say if you 5x in a couple of days, then that means that you can buy 5 times more of the higher caps, like the synthetics, the Aves, Celsius, etc. So that's how you can do it. Dash is a very good investment. I regret not getting a Dash Master now, I've got to be honest with you. How long have I been on now? It's the remix to Ignition. Right, I've been on 1 hour and 4 minutes. Alliance block's good. Again, it's spiked already. Have you sold your ADA or even a small amount? Asks Ali Ali. No! I think personally it's mad to sell ADA in the run-up to Gogoan. Not even a little bit, I've got to be honest now. Hey Chrissy. Lena isn't down as such. Lena's more kind of resting, I think is probably the more appropriate way to put it. Like, cryptocurrencies don't go up forever. Bid out shit. Thank you very much, Katie. I appreciate that. I try to be as helpful as possible, essentially. I think that is... I think that just giving exposure to the areas that are likely to pump and essentially front run the DeFi surge, I think is the most useful thing to do at the moment. And being static in Ethereum, I think, is a losing strategy. So remember these basically. So DeFi Station for the Binance and the DeFi box for Huobi Eco Chain, just so you can have an understanding of the various projects occurring, and within it you can go into the project, you can have a look at it. Sometimes it's more a case of you are farming the tokens rather than being able to buy them on a DEX. So this looks like a pretty good... Let me just add this to the chat. Super, is your other YouTube account going back online? I don't know, to be honest, Mikhail. I've been on the blower to YouTube and they don't appear to be in any kind of hurry. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite happy to just keep on, just keep on growing this channel. And even if it does come back, I don't know if long term, I'll just continue doing this and just leave that channel for kind of historical reasons and, just for sentiment, I suppose. Polka Market, yes, interesting. I like Polka Market. How do I buy DeFi coins like from the USA? Well, Uniswap is the main thing. Otherwise, you go into the cryptocurrency and you go to markets and you see if there's a way of being able to get it on another exchange. Sometimes they are. Oh, Harry's in the house. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Sarah. I'm trying to rock this channel. I think that sometimes starting from nothing is quite possibly one of the most refreshing and enjoyable things to do. I feel that when I was building the Suppoman channel up to 100,000 subscribers, that I actually had the most fun growing it rather than trying to, elaborate on or increase on an already large amount of subscribers. Thoughts on Public Mint? I have to do a proper review on that. Let's have a look at Fire Protocol. Yeah, so anyway, let's have a look at Umbrella Network. Let's see where else you can get it. So you can get it via 1inch with Ethereum. But I imagine that they'll probably try and farm you through Uniswap or some it'll probably be some high routing, high price route anyway. That's what I found anyway. 1inch is still well expensive, even though it finds the cheapest option. So yeah, let me have a look at Fire Protocol. Shit, look at that. Wow, this was 82 cents, literally moments ago when I first started this stream. What the hell? I just shot up. Yeah, it was 80 cents. Blimey. Nice, nice. Zilica Resurrection. Definitely no erection in Zilica. I just find it a little bit flat. Do I speak Creole? Yeah, I do a little bit, actually. I'm not going to do an example now because I suck at it. But What about 2017 coins? Some will do well. Some are. Like, let me just show you an example. So One Chain are growing and growing, and they've got One Swap, which is a like any swap, is an alternative to the Uniswap ecosystem. And One Chain was the whole purpose of One Chain, and why this was one of the biggest coins out of 2017, even though it came out in 2018, is because this was one of the first with cross-chain interoperability and creating a financial ecosystem. Basically, One Chain thought up DeFi before DeFi, and yet they have been one of the biggest casualties out of 2018. But with One Swap, they are getting right back to relevance again. One Swap is a lot like any swap and Zero Exchange and all of those. So yeah, One Swap is one of the old coins that's doing well. Basically, if they are rebranding, like for instance Neo, if they're either rebranding or making themselves relevant to the current landscape, then they have the best chance of being able to do well. In fact, to be honest, it's leading to the resurrection of a lot of coins, like Mainframe, Limpo. I mean, these were dead coins pretty much, and they have become alive again. Car Vertical's another. I haven't looked at Vi lately, actually. There's way too many to keep on top of. Super, can you make a video on coins got hit by the bait? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to I don't want to drag up old wounds, to be honest. It's just the 2017, 2018, that whole era repulses me. So I just like to keep it, how it is. Any sing others? Is V Chain undervalued? Yes. V Chain is undervalued. Yeah. I mean, what I mean by undervalued is undervalued insofar as its current value is V Chain Tour's already been going up a lot. Holy shit. Is that really the price of V Chain? Holy crap, I didn't even notice. That's incredible. But anyway, no, going back to it. So, no, I think it's undervalued compared to where I see this. I see this being around about 35 to 45 cents by the end of the bull market. It could probably be more. So I see it undervalued in that respect. But what I would say is that the market is very good at valuing things in real time. When people say things are undervalued, I tend not to believe them. Think Icon will go back to its all-time high? Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I don't like it, but I think it probably will. Yeah. What's my thoughts on rebase tokens? I find them boring, to be honest. MXX Suppo needed for Binance Exchange going places. Suppo, is it worth getting into a pre-sale with 1.5 years vesting period? It's for Beyond Finance. Don't know what that is. But I have. And I did during a bear market, so it was much, much better to do it then. Locking up 1.5 years in a bull market, unless it's something that's going to 50x when it comes out, no, I would not say so. Super Electronium is coming alive too. Let's have a look at Electronium. May as well. Oh yeah, that's so alive, isn't it? Jesus. I don't know how this is still in the top 200. It's just so. I feel conflicted. There's an honest side of me that just wants to say what a pile of shit something is, and there's another part of me which, of course, is aware that you may be invested in it, so I don't want to be too cruel. But Electronium is junk. Electrocuted. And you look at Dexmex. Dexmex, I like that. Sounds quite cool. Dexmex. Maniac on the fool. Oh, hi there, Cryptos Chain. Good to see you. What's your thoughts on Frontier? Yeah, it looks okay, but it's already gone up massively. Do you check out Dego? Not properly, no. But it definitely looks hot, I gotta say. So it's Ethereum based. Let's have a look. Decentralized exchange based on Uniswap. Peer-to-peer leverage. Allows any... Something else is doing this. This is Unimex. Unimex is also doing it. Let's have a look and see who's... Let me have a look firstly at the... 776. I don't know what the... It doesn't have any supply details at all. So let's have a look. What was it we were looking at? DexMex. I'll stand by you. Nope, not on there. So... let's have a look and see. How long has it been out? It's not been out long. So it probably needs to build up some relevance. You see, the thing is, right now, is that Uniswap is not hot. Okay, it's hot to an extent, but it's not hot. BTC mooning, is it? Let's have a looky look. Holy shit, balls! Look at that. Which way do I go? Oh no, that way. This way. Look at that. 55.7 thousand. You are literally witnessing here live the all-time high of Bitcoin. The bulls are like quite severely in control. But we are well overextended at this point. We're at what? 84.39. And the line is at 70. So we're quite overextended. It is insane. But it gives the altcoin market a leg up, ultimately. Like, we just have a look and see where we are at the moment. Where is it? 63. So it's just low. Can you make a video on upcoming Polkastar projects? Well, I kind of cover them anyway, to be fair. I've covered the most recent ones. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, it is. Yes. Bitcoin is now 1 billion market cap. No. 1 trillion What? Yeah. 1 trillion market cap. God damn. Jesus. That is bullish. Now, wait a minute. Let's have a look at it now. Yeah, no, it's still doing really well. The coin market cap's behind. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thought on ZK Swap. Well, I covered ZK Swap. I was the first one to cover ZK Swap, so I obviously think it's very good. Let's have a look and see where ZK Swap is now, actually. She's doing really well. Let's have a look. Let's go into the website a bit. Plasma Pay. Yeah, I think Plasma Pay's strong. APY Finance, I think, is strong. Like, you would see this if officially launched on the Ethereum mainnet. If my channel was still about, you would see I've spoken about ZK Swap, I've spoken about APY Finance, I've spoken about a ton of different cryptocurrencies that you would not now see, which is the shame, really. But, you know, never mind. Never mind. Bitmox. Is Razor going to boom? Yeah, but I mean, if you're already considering selling it, then it shows that you're not really that keen on the long-term vision. So it's really up to you at the end of the day. I mean, just to be frank, like, the cryptocurrencies that I'm in, like, I think they're going to continue to go up, so it's harder to sell. I have a strong belief. Jesus Christ. I have a strong belief. Bitmax is my #1 holding, by the way. Now, this was like 3 cents for like the longest time. Look at that, 3 cents for the longest time, and now look at it. It's just come out of nowhere, and it's #1 by. Let me have a look. Let me have a look and see what percentage. I have been sharing my portfolio lately, my portfolio gains, just to show you, I suppose, really what's being achieved at this point, having been in a bear market for so long. Let me just see what percentage BitMax is of my portfolio. %11? No, it can't be. No. Bear with me. Let's take that off. 14%. It's 14% of my entire portfolio is BitMax. That just shows you how highly invested I was into this. And it also shows you the incredible, you know, when you hold on to something, like I held on to this for 2 years at this level, you know, eventually, bang. As long as you believe in the future of it, you know, that's why I don't do short term. I just don't see the point. A lot of the cryptocurrencies I've got in here, pretty much 90% of them, I've held for a long time. I was Ape Swap now on CoinMarketCap, is it? Oh yeah. The whole thing is. Oh no, it's not. No, this is how it was before. Let me see if. Let me have a look at it. It'll be down on exchanges maybe. Oh, it's not even there. Yeah, it's not there. Thoughts about Shopping.io? Utrust is better. But it's not bad though. I like it. If you had to... Alright, hold on. Let me just slow down the chat a little bit. Super, if you had to choose the most profitable projects, what blockchain would you choose? Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polkadot, or Huobi? Polkadot. That would be my area, like long term. Yeah, I think that Huobi and Binance, I think they're strong now. But I don't think that they are as strong as Polkadot. So, yeah, honest truth. I think that Polkadot has got a whole season just for itself to go through. Matic is no longer Matic, it's now Polygon, but yes, it is great. So how bullish are you on Superfarm? I personally don't care. I prefer Digital. BTC is going up. Do you think now is a good moment to invest in promising altcoins to take some positions, or wait a little bit? Well, yeah, you can never like time it accurately. You just got to go with, like, if there's something that you really want to buy and there's something that you think has real potential and you want to buy it now, then by all means, you know, don't just go into it, because you'll end up regretting it if Bitcoin should suddenly go up and whatever you've invested in goes down. So, you know, you have to be like, you have to have done the research. You have to have gone through it in your mind. You know, does the reward outweigh the risk, and then make the decision. You know, you can't just say, should I go out of Bitcoin and go into an altcoin? No, because you go into a shit altcoin and then you lose all your profits. But if you're going into, let's say, if you go into one of the low cap gems, the micro cap gems that haven't yet exploded and they are within trend. So let's have a look. That smells quite good. If you wear a green t-shirt, will it be visible? No, it won't. Let me just show you. Let me see how this looks. In fact, bear with me. I'm about to do something funny. Right, okay. So, bang. Right, I'll take that off and look. Bye bye. Anyway, yeah, no, that's what happens. Now, how can I put it back on? I don't know. Just have to Google it this way now. There you go. So that shows you what happens with a green t-shirt. I've answered the question about how bullish I am on Superfarm. Basically, not that bullish. It's not something I'm personally going into. But what what did I want to do? Oh yeah, Binance Smart Chain DeFi microcaps. Wow, look at an Ape Swap. That's just continuing to burn, baby, burn. Bounce token's doing well now. This was in red. Let's rank it. Wow, look at this. Look at that going up. Jesus, they're all shooting up still. Yeah. So I mean, so what I'm saying is that if you saw a Binance Smart Chain DEX or something like that you thought was undervalued, hadn't yet boomed, was a micro cap, then by all means. Can you link me that list? I'll put this list once again in the chat. Oops, wrong one. Oops. BS Sex. I've already done so. It's not a micro cap. That's why it's not on this list. It's like a 100 million or something like that. Oh really? Rubik Index Finance. Let me have a look at that in 2 seconds. So let me just add this to the chat. Rocket Finance. I feel it. Rocket. Yeah. No, there is no Rocket Finance. Let's have a look at Index then. Wow, this is massively dumped, hasn't it? It's still way above the buy-in price of Team Suppo, but it has dumped quite a bit, quite considerably for some reason. I don't know. Have they got a third one now? Oh, yes, they have. Oh, yes, they have. Right, let's have a look at this. Oracle Top 5 Index. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. UMA. Oh, where's API 3? Like, that's just stupid. Ori Chain. Band, yeah, I can imagine that being in there. But where's API? API 3 should be in this. No wonder it's on 0%. But that's cool. I love that. They've got a new one out. It's going to be more of them. Probably it's going to make 1,000. Yeah, I dare say it will. So where were you yesterday? Yes, I'm sorry. I tried to come on every day. But it's half term in the UK, so I had my son. So I couldn't. So I apologise. Oh, that is nice. Good old-fashioned Disaronno. That's not really. Everyone on your list popped. Any that haven't? Well, they've popped today, but that's because they haven't been popping at all. Like, it's what happens from this point that's the question. Where do we find the correct contracts? Do you mean BSC scan? I think I may have gotten rid of that. But just go to BSC scan, I would say. Price prediction for Definity. Couldn't care less, to be honest. X-Core. Let's have a look at X-Core. I think this is NFT, isn't it? Still going quite well from it's still going very well from a liquidity point of view. Buy, sell, earn. That's quite good, this. What's the market cap of this? Okay. So even with a fully diluted market cap, it's 14 million. So it's probably considerably less than that. Looks quite good. It's a marketplace, really. What I like about Digital is that it's more about easy distribution. Oh, Binance Chain. Coinbase. Hold on. Let me have a look at this. tweet. Curate, let's have a look. It's the remix to Ignition. 4 million market cap, okay. It is not on... Oh, actually, yes it is. But it hasn't got any investors, any venture capitalists. Yeah, it's got Coinbase. Curate is not supported by Coinbase. It's just there as a tracker. But it's not actually, you can't actually buy from there. So that's cheeky. How are you doing on the likes front, people? Remember, at this stage, with 3,000 subscribers, every like helps. Like, it doesn't help so much with other channels, but it does help mine. So just so you know, just want you to know that your like makes a bigger difference here than it does with the other ones. Oh, that was one I meant to talk about. Sashimi. Let me have a look at this one then. Now this... I believe is on... It's going to be on... Oh. Can I search for it? Yeah. So they haven't had an audit yet, but I think Sashimi is basically another one of those branded food yield farming protocols. Yeah, this looks a lot like V Finance, actually, doesn't it? It's going to ask me to unlock my wallet, isn't it? But this could be a good one. Let's have a look and see the price of this. Only 180... bear with me. Let me just see if I can see how much has been locked up in here. Where is it? Here. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe in there. It was probably 232. I'm gonna have to look into this one. But Sashimi looks like it could be worth jumping in on. Nah. Okay, now I'll have a look at that. How are we doing on the Bitcoin price? Oh, it's gone down a little bit. Next potential listed coin on Coinbase. I'd say potentially Hashgraph. Would you hold APY Finance for the long term? Potentially, yeah. Yeah, I would. Can you look at MDEX? Yeah, MDEX is already a quite mature platform. And it's already a couple of 100 million, I think. Right, people. I think that I have taken up enough of your time and your humour and delivered one of the best, most fun live streams I've ever had, and ever likely to have. So yeah, I'm going to make a move now, and I will be back. But hopefully this has given you some great tools for front running the next trends, so that you don't look at cryptocurrencies and see 100% gains, and you're like, oh, I never got into that, because the writing has been on the wall. So yeah, so still buoyant. Yeah, still buy it. So, people, with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin hopefully calms down, then it will bring some price resurrection back to some of the DeFi coins that have dipped today. I think that this has been a, onus coming back to Bitcoin. And then I think that the money flow will once again go back, because there has been a lot of money made in altcoins, right? As I said, I showed you my portfolio on Twitter last night. And basically, if I'm doing that well, imagine how the whales are doing, right? So, I mean, the real strong whales. They're going to be making tons, shitloads from altcoins. So they're going to rinse some of their accounts, take some profits, put it into Bitcoin, and then money will flow back. So at the end of the day, I believe that currently we're still doing okay. I don't think the correction's happening just yet, even though we were well overbought. So I think that this is just going to come to a quite nice, hopefully just a quite nice state, hover around the mid 54s. At worst, around 52, because it seems to be following this trajectory, and the next support, I believe, is 52 and a half. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't drop below that. But if it goes below that, then it's time to worry. But anyway, yeah. So I think at the moment we're doing well. Things are going well. I think altcoins are going to get another cash injection. So yes, but people, what I would say is that do take some profits. Enjoy, because sometimes you don't know if there's going to be a big fat dip, and you're going to get royally rogered. So yes, make sure that you keep yourself protected. But ultimately, for me, I'd love to say I practice what I preach, but I do like to keep. I do like to keep for the fifth. If I get a 50x minimum, I'm happy to sell a little bit from that point. So anyway, yes. So enjoy yourselves. Have a great Friday. I will see you soon. Thank you everybody for joining. Smash the like before you leave, and I will see you next time. It is lights out, all out.